So a couple of macros that are very, very good to have. First is the location macro. And it's going to pop up your location on your chat down here. It's going to give you, your current location. This is your x-axis, z-axis, y-axis, and then rotation. If you want to understand how location works, I do have a full video on that. I have the /stuck macro, which will take you back to your bind point. I'm not going to click that right now because I don't want to go back to my bind point. Another very popular macro is going to be corpse macro. So we're going to make that real quick. And that's going to be /corpse. How that works is if you're targeting a corpse, you literally have to have it targeted. So like if I'm going to target Criddle here, it would say like Criddle's corpse or whatever. It's going to be your defensive target. If I do /corpse, it would then ask Criddle if Cradle could carry or drag his corpse. You can also do /corpse space and then the name of the person that you want to drag. So if you're near it but you don't see the corpse, you can hit /corpse space Cradle, and it will then allow you to drag that corpse. So that's another very big macro that you can do. Another macro that I like to have is an assist macro. This one's great for DPS, but you assist. So the assist macro would be /target group member, and then you could target like the tank. In this case, it would be Criddle. So target group member Criddle, and then I could do enter and then /assist, and that would assist me on whatever Criddle is targeting. So if I'm going to target a B over here on Criddle, I close this down and I hit assist. Well, let me escape this first. So I have no target. I click assist. It's going to target Criddle and then also assist on Criddle's target. So that is a great way to do that. So you can also use just a targeting macro. So let's say I want to target a specific player in my group. So a target macro, this would be like target tank, for example, would I don't know how much I can actually put in here, target tank. So I could target the tank in the group, and I could do, /TGM Criddle, or if a different tank is in the group, TGM, and then whatever their name is. So tank name, right? So I could do that for, I want to move this here to the center of the screen, TGM tank name. So that's how you would basically target your tank or any other group member that may be in your group. So another very good macro to have. Another one that I like is the time macro. If you want to know what time it is, you can do a time macro. So /time. That's going to tell you your current time in the game. So if I hit that macro, it is currently hour 8 in the game. So another very big one to use. I do recommend having that because then you know when it's going to get dark, when it's going to be light, all of those kinds of things. It gets dark at 1800 hours. It starts to get dark. 1900 hours, it is dark. And then around 500 hours is when it starts to become light. 600 hours is when it actually is light. G%T. Okay, well, that worked. I don't know why you can't do it in a tell, but if you do %T, like this right here, this is going to go group %T. That is going to return whatever your target is here into your group window. If you do %DT, it's going to be your defensive target. So now if I push it, it'll return Criddle because that is my defensive target. So if you're doing like an incoming thing, you could say, like incoming, and then you click that button and it would say incoming, %T, and it tells you that. Or if you're like do a heal macro or something, which is something I'm about to go over, is how to make like a full macro to buff your entire party. Okay, that's kind of where I'm leading up to here. So we're going to do a party buff macro. So we're going to go here, we're going to go party buff, and we're going to do /TGM Cradle, and that should target myself. If I click that button, it does. So TGM Cradle, and then I want to use not usability, sorry, I want to use these down here. So these are your utilities. So these are your usability would be down here, your utilities are here, and your techniques are here. So I want to buff Cradle with, let's say, invigorate. So it would be usability or utility 3. So I would type in utility space 3. I then have to wait 3-second cast time. So enter / wait 3. Hit enter. Then I want to cast 4. So I would type / utility 4. And then I would / wait 2 for the 2-second cast time. Enter / utility 5. And then I would enter / wait 2.5. Okay. So 2.5 for the cast time. That casts all 3 of those buffs on me. And then I can hit enter and I could type /TGM Criddle. And it would target Criddle now. And then I would type / utility space 3 / wait 3. Oops, 3 / utility 4. Whoops, 4 / wait. What was that? 2.2. Okay. / utility 5. And then / wait 2.5. That would cast all of that. And then I'm going to do a final cast of 6 on Criddle for the Divine Favor. So / utility 5. And then I'm going to enter / wait 2 seconds. And then I'm going to / sit so that I can meditate up after all that. So with all of that, that should target me, fully buff me, target Criddle, fully buff him, and then sit back down so I can meditate. Let's see if it works. Invigorate. That works. Writ of Refreshing. That works. Bravery. That works. Invigorate on Criddle. Writ. Bravery. And then finally, oh, I hit 5 twice. I messed that up. And then he sat down, and now he's meditating. So that's how you do like a macro, a buff macro for your entire party. That's how you would do that. What other types of macros? Another good one is like, let's say that I need to heal myself. So this would be a heal Cradle macro, right? And then we'll also have a heal Criddle macro. So heal Criddle. So on this one, we would do, on this one, we would do /TGM Cradle, enter, and then /use A for usability 1. And then on this one, we would do /TGM Criddle, and then /use A 1. So now if I want to heal myself, all I have to do is click that, and it targets me, heals me. If I want to heal Criddle, boom, I click that one macro, and it targets him and heals him. So those are some like quick tips for some macros that you might want to make, especially for like healers. You could make one for each individual person in your party. It's a great, way to party buff if you have the same people in your party frequently. Another one that I like to do is inviting people. So if I like to invite, multiple people, I can do invite and then go here and say /invite, Criddle, and then /invite another player, whatever their name is, /invite yet another player, and so on and so forth. And it would invite all of them at the same time. All I have to do is hit that one button, and it invites literally everyone, all at once. So those are kind of like some of the best macros that you can use. I'm trying to think if there's any other macros. Does anybody think of any other macros that you guys have thought about or want to have? So if Cradle had to heal himself, is there a way to make him retarget Cradle afterwards? Or Criddle? So yes. So if Cradle, I could do that very easily. I could go heal. This is heal Cradle, right? And then I just go right here, hit enter, and say slash TGM Criddle. So what this would do is it would target Crattle, heal Crattle, and then target Criddle. So we'll go ahead and I'll clear my target here. So I have no targets, right? So I'm going to target Crattle. It would cast the spell, and then it would go immediately back to Criddle. It does it so fast you don't even see it, right? I don't know if it even pops up. It's going to target Crattle, heal Crattle, and then target Criddle. If you don't put a wait in there, it literally does it all instantaneously. Yeah, you can have two targets. You can have your defensive target and your offensive target. If you use an ability that hits the offensive target, it'll just automatically hit the offensive target. If you use an ability that hits the defensive target, it'll automatically do the defensive target. So you could make one macro that does like a full-on rotation. This would be like DPS / heal macro, right? And I could do slash assist Criddle, right? That would assist me on whatever Criddle is targeting. So if I were to, hang on, let me clear out my target here. So we clear that out, and I do slash assist Criddle, and I hit that. It's going to target whatever he's targeting. But what's better to do, in my opinion, is slash TGM Criddle, because that's the main tank. You're probably going to also want to heal them, right? So TGM Criddle slash assist to get whatever target they have. So what that would effectively do is, whoops, I spelled assist wrong. Assist. So what that would effectively do is it's going to target Criddle and Criddle's target at the exact same time. And then from here, you can slash technique. And I could do technique 1. Enter. Now, these are instant cast. So that's another thing I wanted to go over. This is an instant cast, so I don't have to do the wait for the cast time, but you do have to wait the 1.5 second global cooldown. So here you would say wait 1.5, enter, and then slash technique 2, enter, slash wait 1.5, enter, and then that would do this ability, then it would do this ability, and then I could say now cast, or now slash use a 1 for usability 1. That would then cast this ability, which is a 3-second cast time. Then I could say wait 3. So that would heal Criddle. It would do all of those things. And then you're going to wait. And then I could go back to, oh, now I need to get my mana back because I just used this, right? So I could do this, and I could go back to technique. So slash technique 3. That would give me my mana back. And then slash wait 1.5. And then slash technique 4. Enter, and then slash wait 1.5. And then I could do like slash sit. So what this would do, this entire thing from start to finish, let's say I had nothing targeted and I click it, it's going to target Criddle. It's going to assist Criddle on whatever his target is. It's going to then use this ability here, wait a second, use this ability here, wait, then use this ability, wait the entire cast duration of it. Then it's going to go up and use this ability. Then it's going to use this ability, and then it's going to sit the character down. So that's basically how those work. You can interweave those in any way that you want to use any of the abilities from your techniques here, which are the 1 through 4, your utilities, which are 1 through 6, and then your main ability bar here, which is 1 through 8. So that hopefully that goes over everything. I hope. And then in the middle of that, if you wanted to, you could say something like, you know, target, critical, assist, and then you could even say like right here, you could hit enter and say /G, you know, attacking %T. Whoops, %T. And that would say you targeted critical, you're assisting on critical, and then it tells the group what you're attacking. You're attacking that, right? And then when you get down to, I don't think I can make this any bigger. Hopefully they make this bigger. And then when you get down here, when I actually heal critical, it says use ability 1. So I could go use ability 1 and then /G space healing. Whoops. Wow. Healing %DT. So then it would say healing critical, right? So what this would basically do is I'm going to hit it, and it's going to target everything. It's going to use this ability. It's going to then use this ability, and it says it's attacking. It says unknown because whatever reason, I don't know why it says unknown. Probably because it just didn't pick it up fast enough. Let's see if I hit it again. There it goes. High Spire Hornet. So yeah, just you might want to put like a slight delay in there when it's assisting because it tried to do all three of these basically at the same time. So you might want to do like point, like /wait, you know, like 0.1 seconds or something like that, so that it gives it a little bit of a second to target something. If you use WASD around mid macro, that will interrupt the action. Yes. So talking about that, if you hit a thing here, you can see how it's green, right? See how it's lit up as green? That means that macro is currently running. As soon as it stops running, it will then no longer be green, and it'll stop. So if I hit that and I move around, the macro is still running, but it'll interrupt all of my casting. So if you're trying to if you're trying to use these with anything that's got a cast time, it will interrupt it, but the macro does keep running in the background. So if you have instant abilities, it'll still take all of your instant abilities will still go off. So that shouldn't be an issue. You should be able to do that. But if you want to, like, let's say you hit the party buff thing like that we made before, hit party buff, and I just start moving around, it's going to try to run that macro all the way through. The only thing that'll stop running that macro is me hitting another macro. I can't hit, I can only hit one macro at a time that'll be green. So this one stays green. As soon as I hit this, it goes green. So that will absolutely stop the macro. But as long as that macro is running, it'll keep trying to run, even if I move my character. So I think that goes over some of the best or the most needed things for grouping or for macros.